So, we've got 4 dead and 3 attacked. Our lovely Millie just discovered the very dead body of Tom Collins downstairs in the wine cellar. Well, we can't say that he didn't go out with his favorite thing. His head and shoulders are down in a keg of beer, and the liquid is spilled all around him as if there had been a struggle at some point. His hands are limp at his sides, and if he hadn't been stuffed in the keg, he'd probably have fallen out by now.
Aye, definitely dead.
Hell of a way to go.
Could have been worse.
Could have been better.
Oh, will you two stop? A man is dead.
4 people dead by my count. Come on, Rick, let's pull him out. Maybe we'll get an idea of what happened, well, besides the obvious.
The 2 men heave the body up and out of the keg, putting him down against the wall. Rick steps back before Lew kneels closer to the body, looking him over. There's a little foam at Collins's mouth, eyes swollen shut, and some faint bruising where his neck and shoulders meet, as if being held down with considerable force.
Definitely looks like he was sampling his goods a little too much.
And couldn't get himself back out.
Oh, you're both so callous.
Oh, apologies, Mrs. Day. Would you rather I say it looks like he was killed by being forced into his own beer and stand around trying to figure out what we can do for him?
There's nothing we can do for him now. I suppose we just leave him here.
Geez, harsh.
Seems like the best choice, old girl. Let's raise a glass to your man. He was a good brewer.
That he was.
Oh, one of the few things we can agree on, Day.
The 4 start back upstairs again, Rick pausing to grab some bottles of gin and whiskey to take up with them. Lew spies him, and the 2 share a grin as they continue upstairs.
It has to be a man. No woman could have held a man down of that size to drown him.
You obviously don't know women.
I've had more than you've had.
Oh, I'm sure you have. The difference is I have a few good ones who keep coming back. Sure you don't know what that's like to have women clamoring to come back to your bed.
Oh, listen here, you.
Oh, stop. I won't have anyone bickering over something as foolish as who's best in bed.
Yeah, because we all know he'd lose.
Bah!
Oh, Mr. Mayor, come. Let's fetch a drink for you.
I could hear that down the hall.
I'm not wrong.
That man couldn't provide pleasure to the easiest girl in town.
Is it true? He's dead?
I'm afraid so, love.
Oh, Louie! What are we gonna do?
Yeah, Louie. What are we gonna do?
I suspect what we've been doing, unless someone wants to admit that they're the killer.
I think we all know who the killer is.
Oh, then please enlighten us, Day.
You're the only one here who has any motivation to kill.
Gonna try and pick a fight with me now, Day. You know you won't win.
Sounds like you're forgetting your place, boy. Why don't you just admit it? You're the one killing people. You've been out to ruin me since you started.
I'll gladly admit that I want to see you gone, but I'm not the one killing people.
Then why are you here?
Because you invited us, and I wanted to see what was such a big deal about these shindigs you throw every year. Trust me, if I was trying to take you out, you'd know it. I wouldn't be playing games with you underlings.
Of course you would. You'd love to see my entire system go up in flames. You and your goon there are the only ones here who'd be able to get away with this.
I'm awfully honored that you think O'Shea and I are capable of causing all this trouble, but I can't take credit for this, and you know it. Sure you're not using this as a way to clean house to get ready a competition, all the while making yourself look like the poor victim?
Why, you
I
rotten
really wouldn't take another step forward if I were you, Mrs. Day.
Rick has a hand resting at his hip. You think he's got a reason why he does that all the time? Think he has something hidden in his pocket?
What, am I next on your list?
You're always first on my list, wench.
Wait! Stop!
Sonny moves between her grandmother and the West Siders.
What is this really going to solve?
It means we can just hand him over to the police when they get here. I could lock him up downstairs.
I can get the handcuffs.
Wait, what?
Ah! Don't you dare touch my Louiekins!
But we know who the killer is.
No, we don't.
Noah speaks up from where he's been in the corner of the room. He stands up slowly, shoulders still slumped forward as he moves closer.
We don't know who's doing this. Yes, it might make sense for Lew to kill 2 of your men, Mrs. Day. But Lew has no motive to kill my sister, or Mrs. Bull. Am I right, Mayor?
Well, yes, I suppose you're right.
Besides, Lew was with Skip and me when we were attacked, all 3 of us. Why would he attack himself? Maybe I'm wrong, but we don't have enough information to accuse anyone definitively. Why don't we all spread out and give everyone some space?
That sounds like an excellent idea.
Right. We'll be over here, out of your way.
The guests all separate, leaving in their little cliques and settling around the first floor of the house. The door leading to the music room where Anita was killed is now closed. Everyone's still a bit too nervous to touch her, because, she might still be electrified or something. May and Sonny are sitting close together, the younger Day trying to calm the elder.
Grandmother, everything will be fine. But we can't go around accusing people of murder.
What? You think he didn't do it?
I think we don't have enough information yet.
He's our biggest rival. What more do you need?
Grandmother...
Girl, what are you still doing up here?
I'm sorry, ma'am. I was just...
Poor Millie is just trying to find a quiet spot in the corner to get over the shock at finding her coworker dead. Is that really too much to ask for?
Just what? Lazing about? Like you don't have anything else to do? I want food and drink up here for everyone.
But
what?
I'm afraid we don't have any more appetizers, ma'am.
No more? Well, why not?
Well, some were ruined, burned in a ruckus, and Cook didn't really leave anything else.
Oh, my God. Do I have to do everything myself? Go down and make something.
But I've already...
Just go.
Yes, ma'am.
Millie rushes downstairs again, avoiding her employer as she goes. Probably scared of what she'd do. I mean, I'd be scared of Mrs. Day if it was me, especially when people keep ending up dead.
Good. I'm going to go check on some of our other guests.
Do you need any help?
Oh, well, yes. I'll start at the front of the house. You start at the back.
Yes, Grandmother.
May hurries back upstairs to her guests. Her granddaughter goes to follow, but is stopped.
Miss Day, may I have a word with you before you go back to your guests?
Of course, Mr. Mayor. What can I do for you?
I wanted to speak with you about Mrs. Goodman.
Mr. Mayor, is this about Mr. Goodman? I think the discussion is finished.
Yes, I know. I'm not saying anything.
But you are.
I'm not saying anything publicly. Just hear me out.
Go on.
I don't think it's fair for Miss Goodman. The whole thing. Her husband is cheating on her.
You cheated on your wife.
With women!
What's the difference? It's still an affair.
Maybe so. But Terry and I both knew we had a bad marriage. Mary has the right to know her husband is wandering away from her.
Would you say the same thing if he was stepping out with a woman instead? With Belle?
Will you stop asking such questions, girl? I just think Mary deserves to know.
And you made a deal with Miss Tone to not say anything.
I said I wouldn't say anything, you're right. But Miss Day, can you honestly say you wouldn't want to know if the roles were reversed? What if it was your sweetheart?
I don't have a sweetheart.
But if you did, wouldn't you want to know?
I would, but that's not the question.
But it is. Why won't you want Mary to know?
It's not my place to say anything. It would be different if Mary and I were friends, but I don't know her that well. And I'm assuming you don't either.
Oh, bully, what's the matter?
It matters a great deal more than you think it does. Now, I'm going to suggest you come with me back to the gathering and leave Mrs. Goodman alone.
But...
No buts, Mr. Mayor. Or do you forget who my grandmother is?
What? You need to call her to help you?
No. But think about her and remember that she's the one who raised me. I can be just as ruthless, if not more so. Now, why don't you be a good sport and come with me to join the others? Please, I'd be happy to have your company.
Yes, fine.
Whew, girl. I would not want to go up against her. Well, anyway, in the parlor, the West Siders all sit together. Robin and Rick are close, with Robin perching on the arm of Rick's chair. Vera is sprawled out on one of the sofas, practically in Lew's lap. She's, squishing his cheeks together between her hands.
I just don't understand why anyone would think that my Louiekins could be a killer.
Ignoring the fact that he's a leader of a ruthless gang.
I mean, he's just so sweet.
All right, Vera, stop. I can't feel my cheeks. Look, it's not a problem. I'd be suspicious if Day didn't suspect me.
But she should be kinder.
Why would she be kinder to us? Don't be daft.
I am not daft. Louie, are you gonna let him speak to me like that?
I'd much rather you both shut your mouth so I can think.
You think you know who it is?
I'm not sure. It still feels like I saw something out at that tree. Like if somehow like it somehow fell on purpose to trap us all here. Either way, I know it's not any of us.
Well, no one here has a vendetta against me.
Well, it doesn't mean the rest of us are safe while we're here.
If anyone hears anything, tell me. I want to know what we're up against.
Oh, Louiekins, don't put yourself in danger.
We're already in danger, you fuck.
Louie!
Oh, shut it, you dumb Dora! I'm going out to get some fresh air.
I think I'll join you, lass. I can only handle so much of that voice.
Louie!
Just let them go. Be careful, you two.
We'll be outside.
Wait. Take me with you, please.
Good. Now it's just the two of us.
Oh, joy.
I'm so glad you're okay. I don't understand why anyone would think that you could be a killer. You're such a sweet man. I mean, who could say no to that face?
Vera, please, not here.
I just like to make sure that everybody knows that I'm your girl.
I know.
Besides, I've got to make sure those other girls don't think they ever have a chance with you.
I'm sure.
I mean, have you seen that Belle? I bet she thinks she's so wonderful because she's a canary.
Vera,
I mean, anyone can sing. It's not like it's hard. I'm a fabulous singer. But you don't see me parading around like I own the place just because I sing at a nightclub. I've been in films. I've done much more than she has. But you don't see me trying to take all the attention and put it on me.
Belle don't seem like she's doing that.
I could. If I really wanted to. Really. Without all of these murders, I'd be the one everyone would be paying attention to. Not all these other things.
Vera, please.
Oh, of course. You're so tired and tense. Why don't I rub your shoulders? Oh, or I could sing for you.
Oh, no, I don't think
that would show that bell tone.
No, you don't have to.
Oh, you beautiful doll. You great, big, beautiful doll.
Vera, babe, stop. Look, I appreciate the thought, but I don't think I can handle all this right now.
What do you want me to do?
Why don't you just sit here with me? We could get a few drinks and relax a bit. And then you can tell me everything we're gonna do when we go back to your place.
Oh.
Nope. No, not sticking around for that. Let's see. Is there anyone else we can go listen to so I don't have to listen to Vera's dirty talk? Oh, that sounds promising. And it sounds like it's coming upstairs.
Mary?
It's... On the landing at the top of the stairs, not far from the room Mary had been staying in, is Mayor Bull. A hole in his chest and another to his head. Yep, he's most definitely dead.
Oh, Noah, it's just so awful.
What's going on? Oh, my God.
The mayor?
Whew. Yeah, that's,
The mayor died in my house.
Sickener for you.
What does that even mean, Rick?
We can't... what happened? Mary?
I don't know. The gunshot woke me, and then I came out, and he was like this.
Well, Louiekins didn't do this. He was with me.
Well, someone has had to have done this. Mayors just don't shoot themselves.
Especially not in the chest and then the head. That seems like far too much work for a dying person.
Sonia?
Grandmother?
Mayor Bull wanted to speak with you about something when I was leaving. What was it?
Oh, nothing really. He just had a few questions.
About?
About where we'd placed Terry. He wanted to make sure he knew where she was when the police came.
Oh, I see. Well, that's unusually kind of him.
He wanted to make sure nothing looked bad to the public.
That sounds more like him.
So what do we do with him?
I don't know if I can stand here looking at him.
Let's go downstairs and decide.
Wait, what if the killer is still here?
We'll get everyone in the same place. Then we'll know they can't do anything.
So you want us to go into the same room with someone who's killed 5 people?
It's better than everyone on their own and easier to pick off one by one.
But don't worry, Mary. You're with me. I'll keep you safe, I promise.
After a little bit of coaxing, everyone is now downstairs in the parlor.
Well, we'll have to do something with the body. We can't just leave him there.
Let's put him with his wife and Dr. Jameson, once everyone is calmed down.
You're getting better at this.
This?
Being in charge. You're making decisions, and decisive ones. You're stepping up.
Thank you, Grandmother. That means a lot.
Now, let's take care of our guests.
There has to be a solution. It has to make sense somewhere. Something politically motivated?
Well, killing the mayor wouldn't change anything politically. Killing his wife might, but not him.
Who was the last one to see the mayor?
They said it was her granddaughter who saw him last.
Uh-oh. Everyone immediately looks over at Sonny, who stops short.
He was with Grandmother and me, but we came back with everyone and then parted. I don't know where he went.
And where did you go?
To the powder room, if you must know.
So no one was with you, and no one can prove that's where you were.
I walked up the stairs with all of you. If I'd kill him, I would have already been upstairs.
She has a point, Belle.
I seem to remember you threatening him.
What? Threatening my guests?
It's not a threat if he couldn't keep his hands off of me or my girls. It was a warning of what I could do if he tried to mess with anyone I care about.
So you killed him?
Heavens no. Why would I do that? We'd come to an agreement.
A likely story.
Wait, the mayor was shot, so obviously whoever has a gun killed him.
Hate to break it to you, missus, but you're at a party with a bunch of gangsters. Pretty sure we all have guns.
That's awfully presumptuous of you.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours, sunshine.
Sonny pulls out a small pistol as Lew reveals a handgun, both showing them to each other and that the chambers are completely full.
All right, everyone out.
You can't mean.
Slowly, each guest offers up a gun. May reveals an elegant and meticulously clean handgun. Robin and Rick have matching handguns. Oh. Rick wears his at his waist under his coat. So that explains why his hand is always there. Skip has a dark revolver tucked into a pocket of his jacket. Vera pops open her clutch, showing a tiny, rather opulent pistol. Belle hitches back her skirt, revealing a delicate pistol strapped to her thigh. And even Noah sighs, pulling out a simple revolver from under his coat. So, yeah, that helps narrow it down.
You've been listening to Simply to Die For by Roving Rogue Productions. This podcast was created thanks to grants from Arts and Stark, the County Arts Council, and recorded in Massillon, Ohio. Simply to Die For was written by C.J. Corl and directed by Chuck Bonakoski. Audio engineering by Nicholas Nonno. Be sure to follow and subscribe to Simply to Die For on all your favorite podcast platforms. Follow Roving Rogue Productions on social media at Roving Rogue Pro for updates on the show and other Rogues projects. For all other virtual and in-person events, transcripts, and how to support us, visit us at rovingroguespro.weebly.com. Thanks for listening.